Doing good.
Okay, fake enthusiasm. All right, wonderful. Okay. Oh my God. Do you guys like video games?
Yeah.
Do you guys like video games at all?
Love them.
Oh my God, I love video games. Oh my God, I love video games. I'm like addicted to video games all the time. I play them all the time. I'm like legitimately ashamed of myself for playing all these video games. I'm like all sad and depressed, and every day I wish I was addicted to something cooler like drugs or alcohol. Because when you're addicted to drugs or alcohol, at least you have like a story, you know? Like you're an alcoholic, you can walk around and say, you know, like, man, tell me about all those times you like blacked out and woke up in like a back alley with like a transvestite hooker and like, you know, 3 Puerto Rican midgets or something, you know? You know, or like, man, tell me about the time I went to the bar and just like drank everyone under the table, you know? What do you ask a video game addict? So, what's virginity like? How much rent are you paying your parents? If you notice that only these people are laughing right here, it's because these are the people I brought. That's why. I can say anything and they'll laugh right now, like donkey farts. Piss. Come on. Thank you so much. I get depressed all the time, actually. I'm in like a really low mental state. I think about suicide a lot, which is scary when you're a dude, because we're like way better at suicide. Women suck at suicide all the time. Like you always try to do it like some poetic way, you know, you like get in the bathtub and slit your wrists, you know. You're sitting there all bloody listening to like, you know, Sarah McLachlan or something, trying to create some kind of visual poetry. Or you like go down, take an entire bottle of like aspirin, right? You're choking down the whole thing, you swallow it down. You wake up, you're in like a hospital, everyone's all around you going, how could you swallow an entire bottle of aspirin? How can you do that? You could have just taken 2 Aleve. Damn, I'm doing a good job right now. Because I brought the crowd, that's how it works. You have to have the audience plants here, or else you don't get any sort of soundtrack whatsoever. That's how it works. I think I am the way I am because I come from like a really weird ass family. Not true. Like my one aunt married a black guy, another aunt married a Mexican guy, my mom married a Jewish guy. We believe in the proud white tradition of fucking all the other races. On cue, that's a good job right there. You don't know this, but I'm paying them like $20 to do this. Every last one of them, you know, out of pocket. This is like an $100 dream of mine being fulfilled. It was either this or gay porn.
Oh.
Wow.
You know I do horribly in that. I don't have any like gag reflex at all. Anywho, so I come from a weird ass family, and all of them are like a little bit racist. Like I was looking at a dinner table with my mom. I told her this racist joke once. I forget what it was, but I told her this racist joke, and she sits there and she's like, "Oh my God, Trevor, how did you ever get to be so racist?" Then she turns to my dad and she says, "See, this is what happens when he goes to school with Mexicans." So again, not her fault. She comes from a racist family. Her dad, like, extremely racist, like king of the racists. Like, he had like the racist crown going on. He goes around the town square. Everyone throws flowers at him. There's a giant parade for, here is the king of the racists. He has come to deliver the all. I remember this one time, my aunt, she dates all these black guys all the time. She brings one of them over, right? He's sitting at a dinner table. My grandpa's just sitting there, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this ain't the fucking welfare department. Everyone's just staring at him. Oh my God. My aunt's date just walks off, and everyone's just like, what the hell's going on here? And then my grandpa says the funniest thing I've ever heard him say. He says, why didn't he finish the steak? Can I be like a little honest with you guys? My grandma died like 2 years ago. I want to talk about this. Woo! And before y'all get like solemn and sad and shit, she didn't leave me anything, so don't worry about it. I love having my own soundtrack right here. I feel like I'm the most successful person here. Anyway, so my grandma died. Funny story. And we were doing things on a budget, so we had to buy all our shit like at budget places. We bought our casket at Costco. Came in a 2-pack, but no one had room for the other one, so we had to kill our uncle.
Red light.
That's it. Anywho. Well, it was great performing for all of you guys. Thank you for your support, and y'all wouldn't believe it.